Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, September 19th. I'm Marv Eisen, and we begin today looking at the market to see where the market is going to go in order to become better day traders and be able to pick up some points. So let's start with the economic news of the morning. I'm looking at CNBC, and futures are basically all in the red, but I want to point something out to you. The oil futures are down 82.19. Oil is down, so that is good for the economy. 10-year treasuries, and this is what it's all about, folks. This is the number that the market is going to dance to, the tune that the market is going to dance to this week. U.S. treasuries are up 3.475. This is going to affect the market, particularly later this week. Now, I'm going to the economic calendar, and on Wednesday, there's going to be a Federal Reserve statement at 2 p.m. And this is going to be an announcement on interest rates. And this is going to have a huge effect. And this is what the market is looking at. Looking at the big picture, this is the S&P, folks. This is not the E-mini. This is the S&P, the daily candle, the daily market. And notice the hammer that formed on Friday. This typically gives us an idea that bulls were coming in and protecting the price right here at 38.72, and market opened a little higher than that, went down to 38.38, but then pushed up and closed the day. This shows that buyers were stepping in. Now, looking at the daily, how do you trade the S&P E-mini? That's the key question. I use the stochastics indicator as the only indicator to give me a sense of where the market is going to go in the short term. And I also use the Taylor trading technique, which is basically a reliance on or a look back on where the market has traded in terms of how high it's risen, how low it's fallen from day to day. And I take an average of averages and I come up with a resistance number and a support number each day. So I look at the big picture based on where the market has traded previously, and I look at the short-term picture based on the stochastics. Now, in the big picture, there are only a couple of target levels, and when I call target levels, this is where the market should go, and I draw these boxes on my chart the day before the market opens. So I have a sense of where the market might trade, or the limits of where the market might trade. Doesn't mean it's going to, because nobody knows where the market is going to be, except usually these numbers that I base my trading on for the long term, the Taylor numbers, are pretty accurate. It's the next best thing to having a crystal ball in knowing where the market might be headed or limited. Similar to the close of the previous day. This is a target that the market usually returns to. Now, I have this is Friday's box. This is Friday's trading zone that I placed on my chart. And I make these numbers available by subscription, by the way, at my site, timelessdollar.com, if you'd like to try it out and see how they work for you. And I also use the stochastics indicator. Why? Because stochastics tell me where the market is likely to turn. Likely to turn. The easiest way to know where the market is going is to find where the market is likely to turn. So that's it. It's a big picture. It's a little picture. It's long term. It's short term. And remember, if it sounds confusing, I want to point something out to you. If you are trading as a newbie, or even if you're trading for years, you don't have any less information than anyone else. And nobody else has more information than you. If you go over to the news of the day or the talking heads, if you listen to the talking heads, they don't know where the market is going. So guess what, folks? Your guess is as good as theirs. But if you're going to guess, and really as a trader, you have to base a decision with a little bit of guesswork. You really want to know it based on knowledge. So use your knowledge based on the big picture and the little picture. I can help you out in my course at timelessdollar.com. At any rate, this is Monday, September 19th. Marv Eisen for Timeless Dollar. Trade safely, use a lot of patience, have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.